The federal government has expressed concern over cases of infection among some students sitting for the Senior Secondary School Certificate Examinations, SSSCE, restating the need for more vigilance by the stakeholders and everyone else. The Secretary to the Government of the Federation, SGF, and Chairman, Presidential Task Force, PTF on COVID-19, Boss Mustapha, made the assertion in Abuja at the joint national briefing of the task force. He expressed hope that when implementation of the National Policy on Ethics and Integrity that was approved by the Federal Executive Council on Wednesday commences, Nigerians would have the necessary incentive and impetus to always do the appropriate thing in all circumstances.
These records are not landmarks to be celebrated, especially as every single death further underscores the grief and pains of families and friends, scattered lives that could have contributed to national development and are bridging God's purpose for the lost souls. This is aptly demonstrated by the fact that 14 of these paid the supreme sacrifice as they were doctors who toiled daily to save lives. We have continually prayed for the repose of all that lost their souls and work to ensure that their death are not in vain. The Presidential Task Force will therefore not fail to continue on the path of moral persuasion, because the superiority of personal conviction on grounds of morality remains a more effective and dignified approach in appealing to our individual and collective conscience on the need to wear our mask properly, maintain social distancing, avoid crowded places, and continue to maintain personal hygiene. Because if we have relied on our all-age value systems of integrity, adhering to guidelines would be second nature to us as citizens. The coronavirus continues to display unpredictability, especially in its characteristics that show its relentless nature on populations that disregard common and simple protective measures. Such behavior has been amplified in the surge in some states of the United States of America. It would border on extreme selfishness for our youth to believe that since they are asymptomatic carriers, they can carry on with life as they please. More so, that being asymptomatic does not guarantee immunity forever. The Presidential Task Force is, however, encouraged by the fact that majority of our youth are in the vanguard of this fight and still call on the few non-conforming ones to join in the fight.